So you get filled in, and then I'm gonna give my 2 cents, and I'm gonna say, because I know slavery in this part of the world is like allowed, but it's not really practiced, right, Wrath?
In most of the Vindar Alliance, you are completely correct. Yeah,
Okay.
It is technically allowed, not necessarily practiced.
So my initial thought is it's a bunch of nobles who are probably trying to make slavery more of a normal thing. That's my guess. I could be completely wrong.
Wait, so this is what you're thinking or saying?
This is what I'm saying this. I'm saying this is what I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Does Ty have?
Is any of you proficient in history?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a history check then.
14. My int is +0, but I am proficient, so that's a +3.
Yeah. Okay. You know a little bit more about the history of the Vindar Alliance than most other people do, and you have kind of studied a little bit more city-wise. And while in most of the cities around the Vindar Alliance, slavery is not practiced, or
is it? What's the general like populace opinion about it?
Generally speaking,
does it
people
vary
are
from city to city or area to area, or is it
varies from city to city, because the city where you're at right now actually has a thriving and fairly open slave trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's the only city in the Vindar Alliance which has that.
Oh, it's a port city too.
Yeah, it's a port city. That's why. Yeah. Would most of the slaves be coming from the center continent?
Slaves actually come from all over the place, really.
Okay.
Generally speaking, they come from places that are more warlike, because war means people take over areas, which means slaves. People become slaves. If we go to like Musica itself, currently a lot of slaves are coming from this general area around the Darkest Peaks mountains.
Okay.
Slaves have always been coming from the Haradrim.
Okay.
It's a giant desert. They basically just take travelers, sell them into slavery.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't.
Real world parallels much?
Yep.
Okay, and
So
okay, now what's the status of our party?
You return to the bar. You have returned to the bar. It's getting later, and most of you are actually now starting to, eat dinner, go to bed.
Okay, what's the cost for a decent room?
A decent room is, a normal room is, I think, silver.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I will.
And then you have it's a decent room. It's nothing extremely special or anything.
So including the meal, like how much?
Quick! I know where it should be around.
We'll just say 2 silver for in all.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I just realized I never gave a line on my name. Whatever. She'll recognize me.
Probably. Horny little cleric.
Yeah, so that was interesting. I lost 2 gold. Not a very productive day.
I say one of those gold pieces will go a very long way.
4 is 2 silvers. If you want a decent room, it's actually a gold.
Here?
Okay.
General.
Wow.
I'll pay.
General?
I'll pay the gold. Why not? Look at. I'm gonna.
I lost 2 gold today.
Yep.
It's a gold and a silver for the food. It includes breakfast.
I get. I am getting all my stuff from the temple.
So you are
get
sleeping in the temple
stuff.
then?
Yeah, I mean, I assume they have beds.
Yeah, sure. So
Yeah.
instead, from the moment you guys kind of divide, you walk to the temple where you can get your general temple.
Yeah.
It's not nothing fancy really, but it's doable. You get food, you
It's
get
modest, yeah.
roof over your head.
I'm not a heavyweight.
It's probably more to what people would consider poor, because it's not necessarily in a temple.
It's a roof over your head.
Yeah, it's a roof
Yeah.
over your head. You get food. It's provided by your fate, and you're more than happy with it.
Yep.
Tyraneus?
Especially because I only have 1.5 silver total.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
So you said it's 1 silver for the night and then a silver for meal?
Yeah, if you kind of sleep in the common room.
Yeah, that sounds good for me. So 2 silver taken off.
Yeah,
A
because
warm
I wouldn't
fire.
even be able to afford that anymore. Because I gave my one last gold piece to Alila.
You do you have a what's it called?
And I still owe Drake 100.
Do you have an
pieces.
inspiration die?
Yeah.
Do I get an inspiration die? Can you give that inspiration die to me and then take another inspiration? Because you can technically kind of do that.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Because that was some fairly interesting and stellar character building.
From both of us.
Yeah,
What? What did you do? You just kind of walked out immediately.
No, that is though.
it's kind of his character.
It is my
It wasn't
character.
that hard.
May have been, you
It
don't
went-
know.
A little hard,
Oh.
okay? Not gonna lie.
It was very hard for me.
Actually, yours
Oh, no.
are fairly soft. You managed to control yourself completely, so
Yeah, no, that plays to my character though. The way he acted was to the character. He hasn't quite.
it's the next morning.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
Dolos hasn't showed up yet.
Dolos hasn't showed up yet.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I usually? I would usually just meet back up with Ty and Drake, like at the bar. Tavern.
Yes.
And-
You
Okay.
are walking through the main street, and Gumby, on the side, there's a crowd gathered around a single old church. This is a general idea of what you see. You see the church a few meters up, and
Does the
from
church belong to anybody in particular,
it
or is it just like an
did
old
at
rundown
one
church?
point. It did at one point, but people just forgot about it really and didn't necessarily. It's like partially burned out, so it was in a fire a short while ago. They haven't gone around to really renewing it yet. And from the highest point of the church, there's a small window, and you can see a rope hanging from the window, and a man
From the
hanging
window?
from that rope, which comes out of the window. Make a perception check.
Oh, great. 20? Nope. 14 again.
From this side, you can see that he has a couple of gashes around his body. He is stripped naked, everything in full sight, and he has a dagger in his chest, and it leaves a little bit of the blade itself. It was a fairly long dagger, and it leaves a little bit of the blade itself out. And on that, there are 2 pieces of paper. People are looking
on the
at
what?
it. On the dagger, on the part that's still kind of sticking out.
How high is this? high
Let's see. Your average church. How high is your average church?
Maybe
meters.
25.
The
feet?
tallest part would be about 3 stories, so probably about 30
Probably,
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
So
it's
he's probably
around
about 25 feet up.
20. Yeah, he's just dangling around the 25.
How
A little.
Is
the
it like
wind
huge
kind of-
writing on the paper?
No, there's not huge writing on the paper, but there is definitely writing on the paper. You are here fairly early, as guards now start to rush into the general area. You can see a couple of them move into the church. And are you staying there, or are you staying there and watch what the guards are gonna do, or what?
Does it look like it was a lynching, or does it look like it was a... Like... I don't know, what is it? Does it look like it was a... Somebody who tried to commit a crime that went wrong?
He's trying to be very subtle here.
What do you mean? You see someone hanging with a
Well, something definitely went wrong. That much is clear. But
Oh, wait, so is it like,
if
but
it
does
is-
it look like a
if-
lynching? Like a
if it
group
is-
of people did this, or is it just like?
you cannot be certain if it has the properties of a lynching.
Okay.
Someone is completely stripped naked. There are a
Yeah.
lot of wounds on his body, and there's like a dagger stabbed in his abdomen with
Yeah,
a couple
that
of
seems
papers
like-
on there. Seems like a
Yeah.
lynching.
Yeah. I think I'd check it out because this is the lynching is not a good thing.
Okay, so you walk to the front of the door, or are you just standing there? Okay,
Sure.
you walk to the
Well,
front.
you said guards are walking in, or some like kind
Yeah.
of like
Two guards.
Can
making
get
a
it,
perimeter?
but
Yeah, like 4 guards are trying to make a little bit of a perimeter while other guards move in and go up.
Do I have enough like prestige that I would be allowed in because I am a cleric? I kind of want to like check it out,
be blessed the dead.
something like that, something to that effect.
You walk up to the guards. You want to get in? How would you do that? Speak to them.
So they had just made the perimeter, and I'm like walking up.
Yeah, you just made the perimeter. And you're
How
just
many
walking
people
up
are
to them.
around?
Decent sized group. 60, 70 people already, and more gathering.
Okay,
Because
well,
it is
I'm
the
in
main
my
road.
garb.
It is relatively early, but it's the main road, so it's
Yeah, I'm in
kind
my
of
garb,
interesting.
so I'll ask like, will it be okay if I take a look to see what happens?
He looks at you. He looks to one of his mates. Bran, what do you think? He kind of looks at you at your gown. Lady of Light, let him enter.
Okay.
He says, go ahead.
Okay.
Do what
And
you
then there are
must.
guards kind of going up there already too, so I can
Yeah,
just
so
meet
you
them
kind
up
of
there.
yeah, you kind of follow them as they walk up.
Sure.
As you walk up the stairs, you get the idea that if like one person could have carried the body up there, but it would have taken quite a decent amount of time.
Are there like blood marks along the floor
There are no blood marks along the floor.
or the stairs even?
No.
Probably carried.
At a certain point, while Drake and
It's probably
Tyraneus
like
are
dead or unconscious. How could he have been dead with all that?
Drake,
So probably
Drake-
probably didn't have. Okay,
Drake
go
and
ahead.
Tyraneus, they are inside the bar as a person walks into the bar and kind of loudly proclaiming that someone has been murdered or something like that, and he's hanging from the church down the street which burned down. As the entire bar is immediately just starting to talk to each other about what? How could this be?
So would I know that this church is kind of in between where Gumby was?
Yeah, you have seen the high road. You would know that Gumby's.
That's his path.
Yeah, it would be his path.
All right.
It's between the
And
temple
I haven't seen Dolos at all
No.
at this point, right?
You
What's
still
your first
haven't seen
thought then?
Dolos.
I look at Ty and say, well, it's on the way to Gumby. You want to go check it out? And Dolos hasn't been back, and there's kind of this hint of worry in my eyes.
Tyraneus?
Sorry, what was that?
Not listening at all. So,
It's morning.
yep. So I say the hanging is on the way to where Gumby was staying, and Dolos hasn't come back yet, and someone got hung. You want to go check it out?
We best check it out then, yeah.
So yeah,
So-
we go check it out.
You walk out, followed by a couple of other people who are interested in seeing this. You come walking up as you can barely see Gumby just moving into the door,
Okay.
and the guards push it. Oh no, you can't see Gumby
Yeah.
because
Okay.
there are too many people in the way. But you can see guards pushing people away. Gumby, you're currently up the stairs. You can see a couple of the guards kind of halfway hanging out of the window, grabbing the rope, pulling the person up slowly. As both Drake and Tyraneus can see the same. This person, you do not recognize the person.
Okay.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Your first thought. What's your first thought, really, as you saw this guy?
I just want to figure out what happened.
Okay.
I don't think it's really crossed my mind. Like I'm not particularly missing Dolos, but I do want to.
Especially because you were in the church and he wouldn't be there anyway.
Probably not, unless he was stealing something.
Yeah.
But well,
so
I don't know. Again, I don't know too much about him, but I suspect that he has the capacity to do so.
you are allowed near the body. As they say, one of the guards kind of looks up him. He grabs his mantle, puts it over the lower body of the person. He then sees you approaching, stands up and kind of backs away, giving you all the room you might need.
Okay. Perception, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a 1.
It's fine.
15 total.
There are multiple wounds caused by
CSI, HI.
Yeah, there are multiple wounds caused by slashing/piercing type of weapons. The person itself is fairly buff, or was fairly buff. You can see that his muscles are clearly visible. He is not fat nor really fit. He's just well toned.
Human.
He is a human.
What age?
30s.
Okay.
As you look at the papers.
Yeah.
You then just remove the knife while holding the papers, so you can lift them up, so no blood will actually spill on them. This has been the putting in of the knife has been done with a decent amount of skill because no blood is on the knife or on the paper itself. You managed to avoid getting blood on it.
So the papers were stuck into him via the knife?
Yeah, it's more like the knife was stuck into him, but it wasn't stuck completely through. So there was still a little bit of the blade sticking out of him.
Total CSI question. Was it the knife that killed him?
Roll a medicine check. Roll a medicine check.
Medicine, oh.
It's wisdom, right?
Because I have wisdom, yeah. That was a good time for another 20. 17. Pretty good.
The knife is in such an area that it could have been a death-dealing blow, but as you go over all the other wounds, there are multiple wounds that could have caused death.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there is a possibility that it was the knife.
So was it just like kind of middle abdomen, or is it like upper chest area?
Middle abdomen.
Okay, that would be like a
gut.
That would be like a several minutes of bleeding out kind of thing.
Yeah, really the gut area.
Which doesn't look like it happened because there isn't a whole trail of blood.
You kind of look around and you see a couple of drapes covered in blood.
So there's
a couple
what? Like there's a fight up here.
It's like
drapes.
Curtains.
Drapes. I heard drakes. Yeah.
More than one.
Just 2 pictures of you on the wall.
Covered in blood.
It's the Church of Drake.
That's why it burned down.
Yeah.
So then it looks like there was a battle up here, or a fight that took place up here.
No, there are no signs of a battle that has taken place up here.
But the drapes are.
They are
covered with blood,
rolled up.
Like...
They are they're not necessarily rolled up, but they're all in like a bunch on the side. And judging
gotcha.
by the idea that this building was on fire and all the damage you can see around you.
Yeah, that these drapes weren't here before.
Those weren't here before, and if they were, they're probably magical.
And if they're not hanging,
they
they probably held him or something, I guess.
Possible.
Yeah, probable, I would say.
Do you read the notes?
Of course I do.
Can he read the notes?
He can read notes.
I do speak Common, Halfling, Elvish, and Dwarvish. Those are pretty common languages.
It's written in Common, and you kind of skim through it. And halfway through it, you can see that this were the notes of a noble person who lived in the city There is a slight problem, or if something you can see from them is these are all illegal dealings. Even in this city, the things that are listed on here, murders, robbings, beatings, etc. All these things are illegal. They are written as has to happen, and after it says has happened, etc.
Wait, so this? Tell me again. These are.
It's a list of crime.
It's it's a list of certain crimes that have been done.
Does it say whether or not it's like by this person?
There is below. There's the signature of a certain person.
Okay.
You do not recognize the signature. The second note holds a script. It's fairly. It's written. It's written so it would be able to read, so someone could read it, but it's also written in such a way that there is no specific style of writing. And on it says, "This happens to criminals."
You said, wait, I didn't catch that last part. It only this
happens to criminals.
This happens to criminals, and it's
just
signed...
criminals. Okay,
yeah,
it's not certain kinds of criminals, just criminals.
No,
okay,
criminals, and it's signed by Cricket.
Who?
Cricket.
Cricket
Man.
No. Cricket. Okay.
Let's see. We have a Batman who kills. So the
yeah.
What's his name's version of Batman? Is it Tim Burton?
I don't remember.
It's probably
the guy who does like, huh? No, Batman doesn't kill, but there is one like Batman movie who kills. That's his whole creed is not killing.
The latest Batman at least carries guns and probably kills as well.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Yeah, people didn't like it. Anyway,
because he kills.
He had a gun in a trailer and people went nuts, and it makes total sense for his background unless he's
Batman.
Unless he's an alternate Batman, which I think there might have been one or two that it was different. I mean, one of them, the Joker, was his father. So, that, by the way, is a huge plot twist. The bullet in his head made him the Joker.
So,
anyway.
Yeah. This is all the evidence you see. Toby and Drake, you are approaching the large group of... Or you're standing
there.
near the large... Yeah, you're standing near the large group of people. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm watching. Do I see Gumby up there?
What do you say?
How long has I been there?
This entire, like, looking, etc. It took you about 10 minutes to really do carefully.
Okay. Do they see me up there? Is what Drake asked. I think he would probably be
24.
With a natural 20.
After a while.
But Ty wouldn't, because he would a natural 1.
After a while, you can see.
Hey guys.
Oh, Dolos.
Yes. I had a tough night. Well, what's happening here?
You saying this in the open?
I'm saying this to Golf.
And to Drake, really.
Drake and
Drake.
Okay.
No,
I'm not there.
Drake,
I'm just saying.
make a perception check.
Another one? I just rolled a 20.
Oh, then you.
I rolled a natural 20.
You kind of at the moment you're looking for Gumby, and then you look at Drake and he looks wasted.
You mean Dolos?
Yeah, you look at Dolos. He looks fully wasted.
Like drunk wasted or
yeah,
fight
like
wasted?
Drunk,
Okay.
fully, utterly, completely drunk.
Okay.
Since when were you a morning drinker?
Recovering from.
Recovering.
drinking,
Okay.
Yeah, he probably hasn't had much sleep as of this point.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
Have a busy night, did you?
Yeah, I saw the ladies, and it got rough.
Right.
I heard about this guy though that a cleric or something that went to the whorehouse.
did he really, or is he joking, Wrath?
He probably has. Really, honestly.
Wow. Nice.
News
I might even
quickly.
be that guy who high-fived now.
That'd be hilarious.
It would technically be possible.
That'd be awesome.
Like it was you the whole time telling us to go do it. That'd be hilarious.
No.
But no.
Can I insight check him to see if he's telling the truth?
Yep.
Oh.
I probably won't. 13. So he needs to roll a 2.
Okay, I have to roll.
Wait, for deception?
Yep. Unless he's not well,
Plus
or persuasion.
plus 10 to deception?
Drake.
Mm-hmm.
He is not lying. His face, it just says he is not lying.
And I go, okay. And I continue to look for Gumby. And I'm kind of keeping an eye out on
So
everything.
you're not gonna tell me what's going on?
Well, there's a dead guy that was hung, and we're watching. We're just seeing if we can catch any information.
Okay.
Is this after or during the 10 minutes? Wrath?
This is kind of happening during the minutes that you're up there.
Okay, I think
Are
after
you-
the 10 minutes, if there's no other thing for me to do up there, which I don't kind of really think there is, I mean, kind of say a blessing type stuff.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. You can kind of give him his quote-unquote last ride, and then be off. As Gumby is moves out, you can see the guards standing around. Gumby, do you have the notes?
Will the guards let me take them? And like
Well,
bring them
you-
to the sheriff or something, or
You took
whatever
them.
the-
What would you have done?
I probably would have taken them, looked at them, and then like so medieval. Like, would they be taken to a sheriff?
He would be taken. Well, not necessarily a sheriff, but the kind of the police group of the guard. This would probably be taken to see if they can find any evidence.
Would they let me do that?
You walk up to them. You ask, "Can I take this to the guard?"
Yeah.
He says, "Yeah, sure. We'll make sure that the body gets there as well." All right.
Yeah, I'll head downstairs and kind of look around as I.
Yeah, you get downstairs. You kind of look around from your low position. People are extremely interested as they see you coming. The guard post where you are going to is a little mere between where you are now and your personal church. It's in the area of the second wall. It's kind of built against the second wall as part of it. The guard area is there, as well as the the general prison area. It's
so
all
I
put in
like-
one.
So I got through the crowd. Okay.
You're trying to get through the crowd as people
Okay.
kind of continuously start
Yeah, I might need
asking
some.
questions to you.
Do I see
Drake,
him?
Yeah,
Of
you
course.
can, Drake. You can see that the crowd kind of parts way on the other side.
Okay.
We are treating this as a murder investigation. All players involved. No.
Everyone is a
I
suspect.
just
No comment.
yeah, just say, this was found on the body. I'm taking this to the sheriff.
You shouldn't say anything. You should say no comment.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, let me see. Yeah, I have space to put the paper into, and it's clean, right? I'm not gonna get any. blood
Yeah,
on
it's
me.
clean. It's clean.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put them. I'll
Do
hide
I see
them
him
away.
yet?
You kind
You
of
should see me walk out.
You can see the parting of the group, and you're standing a little bit behind, but with each other, you can easily see that the group is like the people who are looking are kind of splitting,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, well, if the split started in the middle, just going to check, see if I can find someone, and lo and behold, by the time the three of you move around the crowd, which is easier than getting through the crowd, you can see Gumby just getting out of the last few people on the outskirts of the crowd, continuously saying,
what happened? What happened? What happened?
Yeah, and he's continuously saying, no comment, no comment, no comment.
Yeah, I kind of have my hands up.
I go, Gumby?
Say, oh, hey.
What's going on? I say as I kind of put myself in between him and any other onlookers.
It appears there was a murder scene here. We're painting this as
Do you say no comment? I'm like...
I'll say I can tell you guys later. Yeah.
Fair enough. I said the same thing to you. So we'll just follow him. I guess I'm gonna follow him.
Anybody else?
I guess I'll just
while
with the group.
While we're going, I'm gonna say because Gummy and I had this conversation off camera, I guess would be the way to put it. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Dolos. Hey Dolos, do you mind if I use your rapier?
Doesn't Gumby still have it?
Yeah. Do you mind if I use it?
I don't mind, as long as Gumby mind either, for now.
You okay? And we decided it was good, so we're gonna swap rapiers.
Yeah.
So you get the +1 rapier, and I get the one that deals 1d4 ice damage.
Okay. At a certain moment, you arrive at the guardhouse / prison area.
One quick thing, Rat. Do I notice? What's his face? Do I notice Dolos with him?
Yes, you notice that Dolos is trying to keep up.
Okay.
But you can also see Dolos is drunk, and he's kind of sleep deprived.
Yeah, I'm still drunk.
Great combo.
You have seen him get home late.
Yep, and he still doesn't know that.
No, but you have seen him get home late and be up at a reasonable time in the morning. He never looked this drunk.
Okay.
Really. All in all, you think he just decided to have some fun?
Okay.
You arrive at the guardhouse. As you are allowed entrance. Make a perception check.
Just him? Are we all going in? Okay.
17.
Do you really want my
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Does he have disadvantage because he's drunk?
You have disadvantage.
I rolled a 16.
He still was like a 16 or something.
He rolled pretty average for Dolos.
Yeah,
average. This is good for Dolos. With the
give me
disadvantage. Okay, you enter this building. It's a very basic building. It's built to be useful, not necessarily be pretty or anything like that. Yeah, it's what you would expect from a guard's house / police station kind of idea. You can see like multiple people running back and forth or walking back and forth. Some of them holding people in cuffs, taking them with them. Some of them releasing people, telling them not to drink as much next time. Please, for the love of the gods, stop getting into brawls. One time you really will be in trouble, that sort of thing.
Are they telling me that?
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say.
Because I did actually, but...
You drink a lot. Drank. As you get to the counter, quote unquote, what do you say, Gumby?
Do these guards know what has happened? Does anybody here know what happened?
You're not certain.
Okay, Have you? Well, that's not really the best thing. I should have probably come with a couple guards. There were no guards that came with us.
Did they tell you to go to a specific place or give it to a specific person?
A specific place, and the place was here. The guards would show up. They told you that they would show up shortly after you, or they would be coming up, but they had to bring the body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can just wait for them.
Yeah, I say. The
don't say anything.
Receptionist person. Yeah, it's like we'll wait.
Okay.
There are guards behind us that can help explain what happened.
She kind of nods, or the guard kind of nods, kind of semi-suspicious, because it's not often that people say the guards will tell you what happened. We're just here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, still,
But-
we're unaccompanied.
And after one moment, out of the side door, 8 guards enter the room. Out of the 2 side doors, the guards on the entrance door are standing in front of it, shields in front, spears next to them. The guards surround the party.
In a good way, in a non-threatening way.
In a semi-threatening way.
The guards do.
Yeah, the guards do.
Are these
He
these
says-
the same guards?
These are other guards. These are guards from there. He looks directly at the party and says, "Would the 3 of you please step away from this man?" As he points to Drake.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you do?
I will not step away.
You go. You ask why? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Okay was my out of character reaction. Yeah. Obviously, I was like, why?
He has been found guilty by one of the higher members of the city of a certain crime.
Guilty of what?
There's an
Yeah.
official warrant for him.
Of what?
For this one.
Murder.
Of who?
Ooh, yeah, I want to know it too.
When?
Multiple guards. Decent while ago.
Where?
Near Meriton.
Meriton.
Meriton? How long ago was? Wait, how long ago?
That was when I was there.
No. Shut up.
No, you haven't
No.
been there.
Wait, Meriton.
Meriton,
it's
like-
Gumby's never been
Oh
there.
yeah. Well, it's not my fault.
Wait.
They basically say, "Sirs, I will ask you one more. Sirs, I will ask you one more time. Step away from this man." And you can see that their hands are going to their weapons, shields ready.
I put my hands up and
And
So
I tell them step away. Not the guards, but the party members. I tell them step away.
Okay. And
Yeah, I step away.
2 of the guards approach you, Drake.
Mhm.
They grab your stuff. Really, first they start with the weapons.
I don't resist.
They
Can
take
I
your
ask? Can I have his purse?
they take your weapons. They take your
I glare at you.
your backpack, etc.
Mhm.
And then the group of guards take you to a holding cell, really, as you are given a set of common clothes and are asked to remove your armor.
Wait, so this takes like at least 5 minutes to do.
Yeah,
Can't
they're
I
actively
at least
working.
like? Can't I ask like?
Could he say like, can I cast Zone of Truth and then just ask him if he did this? Can he like do that?
Do something like that? Yeah. Oh yeah,
They
I have that spell slot
they-
back too.
The guards who are speaking to you, they basically say, "It is not in our place or in yours. Excuse us
Who
to decide this."
who issued the warrant?
The warrant. He kind of looks at one of his friends. He says, "I'm not certain. We know that there is a warrant. We are here. We can look it up immediately."
Please do.
Do
I'm
you
still
have a
here,
copy
right?
Of the warrant on you, like a physical copy of the warrant on you, not some
He's-
e-copy that's on the cloud somewhere.
They are standing. They are literally standing inside of the police station.
They
So one
probably
of
got
the-
a warrant.
One of the guards is walking out. getting a warrant or
Yeah, are
getting
are,
the warrant.
And these
Okay.
are all guards from this city.
Yeah, they're all guards from this city.
Okay.
He kind of grabs the warrant that as Drake is being moved away and.
I'll say, by the way, I have a letter of recommendation from the commander of Meriton. I just want to throw that out there.
They look at you. Very well. Still, we'll keep it in a good spot. So we'll keep it in a.
Wait, are you giving it to them?
No, they have all my stuff, so they have it.
Okay,
yeah, they have
okay.
it. He says we won't do anything with it. I swear.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
As one guy comes up, he is not necessarily a guard. He's more of a archiver. Someone who
Clerk.
Yeah, clerk.
Okay.
He stands there and he rolls out a sheet of paper. By the decree of the council, blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. He then states the crime which you may or may not have committed.
The council of who?
The council of Himera.
Okay.
Wait, so how did the council of Himera judge me guilty for something that happened in Meriton?
May I?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's like a 3 weeks journey away.
The counts are
Okay.
on...
Who? Like, give me a name.
Yeah, the person who accused you of the crime is by the name of Theoi Winterwind, son of Egbert Winterwind, member of the council.
Okay. And just so I'm clear, I recognize this name, right?
Yep.
And I just, when I hear the name, I just beam this smile, and I say, so he's well, how the best way to put this? As soon as I hear the name, I just smile and I go, man, he really holds a grudge about losing that card game.
There is no real reaction because people don't really get it, apart from perhaps a reaction from within the party.
Nope.
No, it would only be Ty.
Well, Tyraneus?
At best.
Yeah.
A grunt.
Okay. He rips out a fart.
He starts to sound more like the bear he used to play.
Okay.
I think we're going to leave it here for now, because both Ado and I need to eat, so we'll have a decent-sized break. After which, as far as I know, Mboy, you're available, correct?
I am good all freaking day.
Good! We'll play all day, man.
That's right.
Yeah?
You're ready?
For what?
Rest of the day?
Yeah, for the rest of the day.
Available. Tyraneus? Tobias?
Yeah, I think I can manage.
Okay. Edo? Same?
I can manage a late night.
Perfect. Then we'll come back together by the time both Edo and I finished eating.
Oh.
So roughly
11ish. You're not quasi.
Well, how long from now? Like an hour?
An hour.
A little over an hour.
I'd probably say a little bit more than an hour.
I'd say more because
cool.
I don't even know if I'm gonna eat right now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But at least it's around 7 now, so we have a decent break time.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I don't know how long this session has been.
2.5 hours.
Yep, just about.
Wow, that's 2.5 hours of basically no combat.
Well,
Yeah.
And I only played like the last 30 minutes.
Not even.
I know. Yeah, you barely talked at all until
It was
like half an hour
interesting
ago.
gameplay, so...
Yep. I wanted Dolos to be dead. Really badly.
Yeah.
Not Drake. I want it, because I want his other character that I helped him build to show up. His other character is so much better.
And
Anyway.
Well, I can still do another archetype.
Yeah.
And then
You
get
could.
Assassin.
You could, but you wouldn't have your feats.
No.
Yeah, the feats are what
Kinda
makes you
curious to hear
crazy.
As to how bad your night really
The
was.
savage attacker, you mean?
Yeah, well, the mobile and the savage attack combo with an assassin is incredible. Especially with our compounding crit, because you can get a triple crit as an assassin.
That's
Yep.
fun. That's fun.
Quick question: is my AC? It's the armor I have plus my dex, right?
Are you wearing medium?
Depends on your armor.
Wearing medium.
It's your AC plus your dex to a maximum of 2.
Oh, that's why it's okay. Max of 2. I forgot that little detail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am good.
Let's see.
Okay.
I still want to do.
I don't regret what happened at all. It's nice rolling 20s when it counts.
Tyraneus.
Right, Dolos?
Yeah.
400
Sure,
experience
I don't know that
points.
feeling.
400 experience points for your infiltration, etc. action.
Okay, thank you.
Drake.
Yep.
Because
I get a free level for going through all this BS.
No, you get 300 experience points for partially basically for the character building, really.
Okay.
Okay.
Mboy, I found your resolving of the whore situation very well done and very well in character. I'll give you 600.
All right.
And you're a
thank
little
you.
bit behind, so this will get you a little bit up.
Yeah, that helps. Thank you.
Dolos already had some experience from what
Can you
he
just
did.
give me free 170 XP?
By the way, did the warrant actually state it stated my name, right?
Hmm?
It stated my
Yeah.
name?
Yeah,
It stated
we
your
each
name.
we each got a letter of recommendation.
No, not the letter of recommendation, the warrant.
That also stated your name,
Oh.
but the warrant also stated your name specifically and a
Full
description
name?
of how you would look.
Okay.
No full name, they just know his first name, really.
Known as Drake. Okay.
But it's the description that alerted them.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Uh,
have a very
that-
telling feature,
yeah,
which
that
is
was
my
the-
wolf cloak thingy.
That
Yeah.
was the
I probably
thing
should get
that-
rid of that.
Mboy, that was the thing that the guard saw.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, Gumby, as far as I knew, had no reason to. I mean, he saw it, but he's just like.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, saw
so,
what?
I mean, he messaged me, said that one of the guards was looking at you weird.
Okay.
Like,
But I mean,
extremely
it's like,
attentive.
you know, how would I? Oh, that kind of weird. I was just like, oh. So I kind of figured it's like, oh, I recognize him, but it's like, what does that mean? Are you looking for him? Do you know him from somewhere? So I didn't really know how to
Act on it.
react. Yeah, especially in character, because it's like, looking at him weird. Not the first one.
Yeah.
You jerk.
Apart from that, I think that's about all for now.
Yep, I'm left at a 9 armor class, so thank you.
You're welcome.
At least you
I-
got health.
I had 1 GP, and instead I'm at like less than. I'm at like so much lower.
Comments?
I'm at 15% of what I had.
Interesting RP half session, I guess. It got really bloody awkward with the whole whorehouse because I really didn't want to go in the first place.
Uh,
But it was like,
I thought it was something. It's like a guild type meeting with with the nobles.
You entered a different house.
it was a different
than the
house.
house Tyraneus entered,
I
so-
immediately got he was talking about a whorehouse. I guess you're too
Oh.
pure-hearted.
Or maybe I just wasn't listening attentively.
Yeah, I was like, what are
I
you
know it's a different
doing?
house.
Why on earth would a guy just come up and talk like this about a secret meeting? I mean, it could be code, but chances are in this part of the neighborhood, it's not a secret meeting, unless you don't want your wife to know. But
That is very freaking secret.
but no, yeah. At this point, Drake's, I guess, sexuality hasn't awakened yet, so he's very resistant to this. But later on in the
Sure.
future, he's a virgin. He's only 18, and he lived in the mountains for like all of that time.
He was 18. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not old.
Dang, you're a youngin.
I'm young.
Tough youngin.
Older.
I'm very young. I know. I might be 19 by now. I don't have an actual birthday set, so
He set everything up except for a birthday. What is this?
yep.
I only have an
Everything
age.
except for your birthday.
I only have an age.
I might be 19 at this
even
point.
30.
So. But yeah, no, I mean, like, the only women that I was around was my auntie, my mother, and my sister. That kind of limits my options. So
Kind of like me too.
Well, my auntie was not quite a no. She's not actually related, but for practical purposes, it's a no.
Just like in real life.
What? Anyway. But yeah, no. So he hasn't been awakened yet. If he did get awakened, he might have taken that a different way depending on his current relationship status. But
Current relationship status. It's complicated.
no,
Yep.
that is him and Rita in a nutshell. It's complicated. It's super complicated now.
We don't
Anyway,
even understand it.
no, it's yeah. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That means I might look for romance elsewhere, Wrath. So your future plans might go down the drain. But whatever.
Yeah, I plan a little bit ahead, but a lot of the times I already found out that you guys do stuff that I don't necessarily think you would do or plans for. So or the dice are like, nope, it's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, we should let you go to eating. I'm just gonna be waiting in prison.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for like a week.
You get water and bread. Don't worry.
Okay. Is there another burly man there named Bubba with me?
Sure, why not?
That was a joke! That was a joke!
Does he also have like one lockpick?
I'm
sure! I will roll a lockpick check with disadvantage, or not even disadvantage, I just roll with my dexterity.
You don't have one.
I know, but even if I did, it wouldn't matter, because I'd have to roll like a 20, and I can't roll a 20.
Oh no. Can't roll a natural 20.
No, even then.
No.
You cannot
if you can't
pick locks. You have never done it before.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it before.
If I rolled a 30, if I never picked a lock, I'd say okay, but you'd have to roll a legit 30.
You probably not pick the lock. You accidentally break it in such a way that it opens.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys go eat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not eating yet, but yeah, sure.
It's just I do this so we won't have to stop in the middle of something, which would be extremely annoying.
Yep, this is a good ending place. Right when I'm in prison.
Yeah. So yeah,
well,
now.
might be able to kill the noble.
I wouldn't mind that at this point.
Yeah.
At this point, it's almost self-defense because he's just out to get me.
Yeah. I find this character fairly interesting.
I'd have to make it like really secret, and I'd have to wait a long time to make sure it's not linked to me, but it will happen in the future if I have the opportunity.
Well, if he...
Well,
okay.
If you give me a sizable amount, not joking.
What about the slave ownership thing that you had?
They don't know it's there. They just took my stuff. It's not like they're going through it.
Yeah. What about you and that then? Well, I guess you have to hear the charges, of course, but
Yeah, what happens to Rita as slave status if Drake were to die?
Technically,
She's up for grabs.
technically, I think she would go to the closest family member, because that would be her next
that
owner.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Probably, yeah.
So
Either that, and if no other present.
what I would have
to the
probably.
market.
Well, no, because not even Ty knows about it, so I wouldn't have said anything. I just have it, like, really kind of hidden in my backpack. Like, so, like, it won't be swiped or anything bad will happen to it, so.
Oh, that's what you think.
Yeah.